Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Before I get started, I want to go over my disclaimers. If you are in immediate danger, please call 911 or you can reach out to the domestic hotline at 800-799-SAFE, 800-799-7233. And for mental health resources, reach out to NAMI at 800-950-NAMI. 800-950-6264, and you can also text NAMI at 741741. With that being said, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Happy Monday. So today I want to talk about a story that I heard over the weekend. This happened April 3rd in Dade County in Miami, and this was at the Jewish Community Center. It was a shooting, and this was not a domestic terrorist situation. This was a domestic violence situation, so there's no threat to the Jewish Community Center. So before I get started, I want to send out my condolences to the family of Shandell Harris and her daughter, and my heart go out for the family. I'm praying for you, and I'm wishing you peace and swift justice for this man, and also for the family of Trekita Scott. She's not dead, she's missing, and I'll tell you how this relates to the case. So I'm wishing that they find her alive and well, hopefully, praying for the family. And in no ways is this video to downplay any part of the situation, just to shed light on what's going on. So this happened. This guy, I'll give you a little brief background on the story. This guy and this woman, Shandell, was married, and I don't think they had any kids together. The story make it seem as though this was her child. So she was at the swimming pool, and he paid to get in. She was there with her daughter for the swimming lessons, but he paid to get in. And the report says that he offered her money to drop the charges because he had stabbed her 2 days earlier. So he I'm assuming got away before the police got there, so they put out an arrest warrant on him. So he was trying to get her not to talk. So she denied, and when she did deny at the swimming pool, he decided to shoot her. They said that he shot her until the clip was empty. Right there in front of her daughter, in front of everybody else. He got away, but thankfully they caught him. So just a little bit more background on this story, and I will link the story below. They said that she reported that he had stabbed her and he got away. So I understand that the police wasn't able to find him. But here's where I just want to remind you, if there's a situation that is still out there and you have went to the police and you're trying to get help, you may want to think about changing your routine, because it's important to protect yourself until this man is behind bars. And I know she probably wasn't thinking, so there's no fault, no finger pointing or anything, but this is just to help you think in these situations, because you don't always think about things or how things may play out, but you have to be mindful that this person was violent to you a day before, 2 days before, and until they get him behind bars, he's going to keep after you. And it seems as though this person was, they had a tumultuous relationship, and he was very violent to her. There has been reports of him doing things to her, and she's calling the police. But one step you have to do, they said that when she was stabbed, the police offered her to go to a shelter so they could protect her, because when you go into a shelter, At that time, nobody knows where you're at. So, and I understand that a lot of people don't want to be hassled, don't want to be bothered with going into the shelter, don't want to be dealing with the hassle of it all, and don't want to change. But sometimes you have to think what's more important, especially in today's age, especially now. Things are a whole lot different than they were 20 some years ago. So people are more on edge, more violent, and more ready to end your life at the drop of a hat. So you have to think differently. You have to change the things that you do. So the police in this story, and like I said, I will link it below, was saying that, he said something that's very important. He said, we have resources. You don't have to live like this, meaning you don't have to live in a domestic situation, but you have to be willing to give up some things for your life. Going into a shelter, even if it's temporary, you have to change things. You can't bring stuff. You can't let people know where you at. You have to just change things. And I'm sure she probably was working. But at that time, you have to think about taking some time off, even if it means taking 2 to 3 weeks off. Talk to your employer. And I'm talking about sick leave and vacation. Most of us, when we work, we have those times. And then in a situation like this, if you talk to your employer, let them know, you'll be surprised what help they may have for you. So you have to do things differently in order to protect your life. Nobody knows the future. Nobody knows if she could have avoided this. No one knows. But I'm just speaking for situations that are still going on. And if you're in a situation and you just don't feel like there's no way out, go to the police department. Let them know how you feel. Go to a shelter. Get yourself out of this situation as quick as possible until they can get your abuser. And if you have family, hopefully they will support you and help you with this. I know it's scary being away from family because this young lady, she decided to stay with her mom, and she kept her routine the same. She stayed with her mom. So on Sunday, she took her daughter to the swimming lessons. And this man, because they was married, he knew the routine. So had he not did it there at the community center, he most likely would have did it at her mom's house. So you have to be vigilant and protecting yourself, and you have to think about how you're going to get out of this situation. And I just wanted to bring in the name that I mentioned earlier, Trekita Scott. She's been missing for 8 years. She was the victim's husband's prior girlfriend. It's a cold case now, but it's still an open case. They don't know where she's at. They can't seem to locate her. And I don't know, what happened. No one knows what happened. So, like I said, I'm praying for her family, and I hope they find this woman still alive. I hope that she's in hiding. I could only wish that she just decided to go in hiding. They do have a child together, so unfortunately, it's unlikely that she's in hiding. But anyway, I just wanted to say that there's things that you can do to help yourself. When you're in a relationship, when you start a relationship, don't be so quick to give your all to this person. I've said that many times. Excuse me. Get to know who you're dealing with. Don't ignore the red signs, the red flags, the red signs, or whatever you want to call them. Don't ignore it. If you see that this person is kind of off kilter and doing things that are just violent and quick-tempered and for no reason, walk away from this. And if this person seems to not want to let you go, immediately get the police involved. Don't allow this to just be something you brush under the table. Excuse me. Do whatever it takes to get this person out of your life, because these people are broken. you can't help them and they need help, but it's not for you to try to help this person. I suggest when you start a relationship, you can do a background check. And the free way to do it, because you can also pay for it, and sometimes you can find it for anywhere from $8 to $30, depending on how intensive you want to go on the background check. But the cheapest way to do it is to check the county records. You can check public records to see if this person has a criminal record and find out what type of criminal record it is. Because if the person, most likely, if you're meeting somebody and they're this type of person, they're not going to tell you. So it's okay to check. And I would suggest this for men and women. Know who you're dealing with. Check the public records, and if this person has a criminal background that's in domestic violence, walk away. You don't need to try to get this explained to you. You don't need to deal with this person. Just walk away. And I'm not saying that people can't change, but if this person didn't come to you and tell you their past and tell you that they're getting help and tell you the healing that they've been through, then I would suggest that you walk away, because domestic violence is something that's killing us at an alarming rate. They said that it's one of the major killers. So protect yourself, be vigilant, change your routine. Don't allow someone to be able to find you. Change things up, especially if a person is still out there when you have reported them for a crime that they have done. This man stabbed this woman. So don't think that his crime was not going to escalate. So make sure that you change up your routine. Work with the police in order to help pick this person up. And stay in hiding until this person is picked up. And I know that's easier said than done, but do whatever it takes to save your life. If you know someone that's going through this, please remember to like this video, share it, and help them through this. Help them when they are out of this situation, because they're going to need the support and love. And I will see you again tomorrow. Please be kind to one another, and be there for one another. Thank you for watching.